In this video, we're going to be trying to complete chimps with just Striker Jones, tier 4 bomb towers or below, and signal flares. Signal flares because we need some kind of decamification process, and we're not going to be able to interact with round 24 unless we have some means of dealing with them. Sometimes at the end of a long day, all we want to do on a Balloons Tower Defense 6 game is deploy some explosives. There goes round 7 with a single red balloon left. Okay, round 8. Some green balloons to contest with, but hopefully we can get through this scenario. Hopefully, being the big... Oh, you caught that last one there. Pretty nice. And you crossfired those two there. That's pretty good, pretty good. Oh, gosh, these last few ones here. Excellent. I think that's excellent anyways. Oh, I did wish you kind of aimed down here. But we've got frag bombs now. Frag bombs, yes. Excellent. Although, did you... You got that last target. Pretty good. Believe it or not, that's actually the most difficult rounds done and dusted. Just starting up, which is usual within a chimp scenario. What tower do I start with? Ooh, nice. We managed to catch that last yellow balloon. Yeah, sometimes when you have a slow projectile, you're not able to really hit those fast balloons because, well, the projectile is unable to catch up with it. Another set of yellow balloons on this round, and the frag bombs managed to get to them. Really cool. Striker Jones, summon you before the end of the round so we can get that level up. I'm going to put you on close actually, just to make sure that we use the majority of your explosion. Like in this little triangle here. More yellow balloons. Go up to missile launcher. This was going to be a cluster bomb. Because I want some of the frontmost ones to be stun bomb towers, along with Moab killing bomb towers, whereas the back ones here will mostly deal with the ceramics. Hopefully that kind of makes sense, because Moabs come first before ceramics. However, before we get anything else, we need a signal flare up as soon as possible, so that we can actually deal with round 24. I'm going to put you over there. I didn't think about doing tier 4 mortars, but I'm thinking I kind of always do a little bit too many mortars on the channel. Like, if you know me, and if you look up the Balloons Tower Defense 6 index when it comes to a few mortars and all that, you know I'm a little bit of a fan of them. So, this time around, we're doing a little bit of more of a chom-chom approach and having a bunch of bomb towers. Mainly the middle path one because of Moab class balloons. Right, we are just able to afford signal flare actually. Just before the end of round 23, was able to get the money. And, gonna get faster reload and rapid reload. I'm mainly wanting these to decamify balloons rather than damage them, which is why we're going for the faster reload and rapid reload. You see the explosion that the mortar makes? Well, the decamification zone of it is actually larger than the explosion, which makes it kind of a very good option for removing the camo off of balloons. Lead balloons, no problem. You think being a very tough material makes you immune to our attacks? Well, guess what? Bombs are designed to go through you. I don't want to make you cluster bombs, but at the same time, I don't want to lose the guaranteed means of being able to pop a black balloon. So, this one's going to be a balloon impact. And then this one, cluster bombs. I will get multiple signal flares just so that we can cover this straight over here, but I think for the moment, just one signal flare will do just fine. Really big bombs. This one being Big Bob. Ammo regrow greens. We're not going to go up to shattering shells. I feel like I just want to stick with tier 3 mortars and only like go for a bottom path just for that decamo, whereas the majority of the damage will just be from bomb towers. Striker Jones being possibly the best supporting hero when it comes to bombs and mortars. I think could be a little bit of argumentation with Geraldo, but Geraldo is just overused. Like, you see him a lot in chimp strategies, so Sometimes it's nice seeing a different hero. Okay, what are we going to think about next? Moab Mauler, honestly. We need some Moab damage going on here, and I don't think our current defense is going to cut it. And honestly, with all of our Moab Assassins, all I want to do is have the extra range and the frag bombs. Like, I don't feel like there's any benefit really going up the top cross path, besides from making your explosions bigger, but you're missing out on additional damage. I also want all of our bomb towers and a few mortars to be within the range of Striker Jones so that they all get the 5% range, which is useless for a mortar, but 25% pierce. Now that is really nice. Although 5% range is very nice for bomb towers. Now we're going to be calling this Moab Ass In to Moab Ass Ins. I love the range increase. I feel like our early Moab problems are eliminated, but now I'm thinking about ceramics in the later portions of the game. So recursive cluster, we're going to be spawning both kinds of recursive clusters. One's going to be bigger explosions, but fires less. And then these ones are going to fire more, but obviously smaller explosions. With buffs, the missile launcher is better than the big bombs crosspath, but without buffs, I feel the heavy bombs does more damage. Okay, camo pinks. I'm glad we're able to decamify these, but obviously later on I feel like the pierce of this is going to be capped out at some point, which is why I said earlier we want to have multiple signal flares. Things are going well, if not too well. Now this strategy is really viable, but obviously you would pair it with other towers outside of those Striker Jones benefits the most, so you would obviously have a submarine in order to counteract some of the early black balloons. There we go. BFB, use a Moab ability there, and that is very, very nice. Right, let's try and get some more stuns going here, especially for like round 63 and onwards. But again, I feel like the top bomb towers can be the least useful in this strategy because these are ceramic killers. These are Moab killers. I remember a time when Moab Mauler used to do bonus damage against ceramic balloons. Those were the days. But a dream sort of ideal like baseline for the Moab Maulers is with this current version's implementations of extra range and frag bombs, with the update where the Moab Mauler used to do bonus damage against ceramic bullets. Like, that was kind of like a viable strategy, like pair it with Striker Jones and like a village and you would do wonders. What do we have so far? We've got 3 recursive clusters, 2 of them 204, 1 of them 024. We have 3 balloon impacts, all of them 402. I just don't see the benefit of 420 unless you want more stuns, but at the same time I feel like the frags also makes the stuns happen as well, unless of course they just do like bonus, just damage in general rather than actually implement stuns. But and also we've got 3 023 signal flares. Oh, apparently this is a 2 megapops as well during signal flare, but I honestly think that for 2 megapops, signal flare is worse than base mortar because you are forced to use the bottom upgrade of the mortar, which I think is worse than the top and the middle. These are going very well so far, but at some point in the near future we're going to be encountering many more Moab class balloons. So we're going to be investing in a lot of middle path bomb towers. Round 76, no problem whatsoever. The combination of balloon impacts, and if they get too far along this way, then the recursive clusters will come into effect. People tend to forget how important PS is within Balloons Tower Defense 6. Like, people say that damage is the thing that you need to be most attentive of, and I do agree that damage is important. But it's also about how many balloons a projectile can affect per projectile itself. So if I throw out a bomb and it only does 1 pierce, but it has a lot of damage, then if you encounter, let's say, these group of ceramics, then they just don't stand a chance. So that's why you always want to have multiple kinds of towers down for your chimp strategy, in order to try and deal with many different kinds of threats. So let's say if I only built middle half bomb towers, I would struggle against the ceramics because these are not very good at dealing with multiple targets simultaneously. They are single target damagers, which is why they're excellent against, let's say, the ZOMG coming up, but huge groups of ceramics, not really good at all. There goes the ZOMG. 7 Moab assassins. Round 82, fortified BFBs and the introductory of super fortified ceramics. 81 super ceramics, 82 super fortified ceramics. And round 83, regrow ceramics, super regrow ceramics, or super regrow fortified ceramics. Some kind of variation of all of the above, I don't know. What do you think I am? A person who knows how to play this game? You're one dear viewer. But thank you all so much for all of your support. We are so close to 10,000 subscribers. And from there, speaking of mortars, we'll be doing a base mortar to megapods. I like to think that I can do that. And with a little bit more fine tuning, I think it might be possible with my abilities at the game. Okay, so we have a bunch of Moab assassins, which is very, very good. But I still feel like we need some more clear up when it comes to the madness. So I'm thinking of more recursive thrusters at the back of the track here. We're going to be using all of our money, by the way. We need to use every single pence that we can actually deploy down. Like putting all of you on strong so that your ability actually affects the strongest most balloon on the screen rather than targeting the first most one, because its ability is now aligned to the Moab class balloon, which is according to its targeting priority. So if it's targeting first, then it'll target the first most Moab class balloon rather than the strongest one, which is what it used to be actually. So regardless of the targeting priority, it always is set by default strong with the ability, that is, but nowadays it's according to your targeting priority. So let's say with these ZOMGs, now the ability is now targeting the ZOMGs rather than the BFBs, which were in front, because I've now set them all to strong, which is what I should have done in the first place actually. So here we go, fortified BFBs, and soon enough it will be DDT territory. So I'm going to move all of you cursors slightly further forward, and yeah. Thank you, Striker Jones, for making this possible. ZOMGs, round 92 was a cakewalk. Round 93, more DDTs to encounter on this round, and yeah, they were absolutely demolished by our explosions. Moab Assassin, gonna have one more Moab Assassin. Then after that, I think the rest of the money I'm just gonna buy recursive thrusters if we can. Round 94 going down without a problem. Okay, round 95. Signal flares are putting in their work to decamouflage these, and just having multiple signal flares just means that if in case I do get pierce capped, because even the decamouflation process has a pierce cap, not just the attack itself. Oh my god. Yeah, these DDTs, man, not an issue. Level 19, which means essentially all of our explosive attacks has the normal damage type, because Striker Jones grants him that. You and recursive cluster you. Round 97, just a bunch of these, and that was almost KO'd, which means we're very good against the bad actually. Like we could potentially instantly kill the bad with just the Moab assassin abilities. One more Moab assassin. Round 98, definitely a true test towards our capabilities here to see what we can actually deal with, because you need to prepare for everything round 98. Against multiple targets, against single targets. Round round 20 for you. And fortified DVTs are a bit more of a tough nut to crack, but guess what? Yeah, the bad was just taken out. And I love that actually. And a 202 village to boot. So that is a viable strategy in and of itself. I could have bought one more compressive cluster. But hey, guess what? That worked. So a 30 tower chimps. A new record. Nah. What the most amount of tower chimps are? But it's like you have to select like tier 2 or below or something like that just to make it a bit more interesting. So 62 abilities used. A huge majority of it was the from Mobile Assassins, with 1 or 2 from Striker Jones. But that is, if you can start with Bomb Tower and then be able to deploy down Striker Jones, this is a viable strategy. You just got to make it work. Yeah, I feel like these were my least important ones, honestly, but still very good. They provide some utility in their stuns. These are very good for mopping up like hordes of ceramics or weaker balloons, and obviously great single target damage. But again, it's just single target damage, which is why you always opt for frag bombs, so that they can deal damage to more than just one target. That's within the inside of its radius, or explosive radius, sorry. And Striker Jones, not bad. Obviously his main role was support. Thank you all so much for watching, everybody. If you like the video, then please be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. We're almost at 420 divided by 10 in our levels. Also, our event is going to be ending soon. Let's hope that Mermonkey is on the last instance, but knowing my luck, it won't be. Which is why I haven't really progressed it through this, because I really want to unlock some Mermonkey instas, which I have not had a great amount of success with, honestly. Like, there are some people who have blackboarded Mermonkey already. I don't get how. How do people have that amount of time? Thank you all so much for watching, everyone, and take care of yourselves. Have a lovely day.